Hey guys, today we're going to talk about one of the toughest plays in the infield, and that's the slow roll, or that running play where you're going to run through the ball, whether it's with your glove or barehanded, and make that throw on the run. And that's a really, really tough play and requires a lot of athleticism and a lot of reps to get it. So the basic premise on that slow roller, am I far enough back? That all balls are fielded off of the left foot and thrown off your right foot. Even when you're fielding a regular ground ball, even though both feet are down, I'm right, but now I'm fielding as my left foot is coming down. And then through the ball, I'm throwing off of my right as my left is coming down. So this slow roller is the same thing. You're fielding this ball off of your left foot and throwing it off of your right foot. And to get that timing between your legs and your hands to be able to throw the ball in balance in an athletic position is really hard. So I'm just going to walk through it first and then talk about the timing of it. So you're coming through on this ball. Let's say I'm a shortstop, ball's coming from here and I'm throwing over there. You're coming through this ball and you're going to field this ball off of your left foot, transfer and throw it off of your right foot. Seems pretty easy in slow motion, but when you're going at full speed or a controlled enough speed where you can make this play, it's really difficult. And there is a timing to when that left foot comes down. If I'm taking my right step and then my left foot is down and my weight is all coming forward, as I'm picking this ball up, my right foot is releasing because it's ready. I'm already here. You barely have enough time to step and transfer. You are fielding this ball almost as your left foot is coming down. So it looks a little bit more like this. You're charging this ball, you're on your right, you're going down to field this ball while you're on your right, and just grabbing it, tough to do in slow motion, as your left foot is coming forward. So your weight's not already way forward yet, you just transferred your weight to this foot as you scoop this ball up. Now this foot has a fraction of a second longer before it needs to come forward for you to stay in balance and keep moving, giving you more time to make that transfer and to step on your right and throw off your right. And it really is a sidearm throw. When you're coming through and making that, you're staying low and making a sidearm throw that is almost always going to tail up the first base line. So you have to incorporate that into your throw, maybe aiming up the line a little bit so it doesn't go into the base path. Also, some guys who can time it properly will make that same play and try to come up and throw it like this, because some guys just can't get there. You know, it's okay to do both. I think the first way is the best way to do it, but some guys just don't have the accuracy or the arm strength to do it from down here, so you can do it either way. But the key is to time your footwork so that you're picking that ball up just as the left foot's coming down, so you have time to make that transfer and make that throw, okay? When you do it, and one other thing, that is happening out in front of you, just off to the side of your left foot. Too many guys try that out in front of them. It really is hard to make that play out in front of you. Your knee is coming down into your elbow. It's really hard. You got to get that ball to your side. And this is very similar to the way an outfielder should make a play coming through the ball, but we'll get to that in another video. Now, if you're going to make this play barehanded, and all kids want to do the barehanded play, this is boring, but you have to teach them. There's a time and a place in the game where you do the barehanded play versus the glove-handed play. A lot is based on how good of a bunt or how slow the ball is going, how perfectly placed it was, how fast the runner is, how fast you are, your arm strength. You have a higher probability to catch the ball with your glove, obviously, but there's a little more difficulty in transferring it. And the way the ball is bouncing. You know, if it's a nice high hop up into you, you should be able to do it either way. But make sure kids learn how to do it both, because they love the bare hand because it's cooler, it looks cooler. So it's the same thing. You're coming in to field that ball. Now you're going to barehand it. You're fielding that ball as your left foot comes down, but now you have a little more time, so you don't have to be so late with that left foot because you don't have a transfer. Transfer through, throw it sidearm to the base, same thing with the tail. So obviously The timing of this is a little easier because you don't have to have that transfer time. Bang. Fun play, do or die play. Kids love to do it, but you got to practice it over and over and over. I have a lot of kids that are pretty athletic, but they just can't get that timing down to make that transfer in sync with the right foot coming down, and then they end up taking a couple extra steps, and as we know, that could be the difference between safe or out. So drill it out, rep it out. Hope that helps.